This is The Great Expanse by John Bet 426 here on YouTube. And this is something that we're doing that's new. We're on StreamYard. And I just watched the first episode of Invincible season 4, which is called Making the World a Better Place. But I got some guests here with me. We have if you're looking at the screen, the top left corner or right corner, depending on how you're looking at it, Ultimate Speedster. What's up, man?
How y'all doing, man? The best time of year, Invincible season.
Invisible season. Right. And he's from the Garden State, Jersey, just across the bridge. Of course, I'm from Philadelphia. And the other individual is Jada God from Queens, New York.
Yeah,
How you doing, sir?
I'm good, John. How are you?
I'm doing all right, man. It's good to finally get you on something, Jay.
Yep. just glad I can make it.
All right, appreciate it. Now, you guys will recognize Speedster's voice. He was on my Invincible trailer that I just released on my channel. All right, shameless plug, The Great Expanse by John Bet 426 on YouTube. But let's just get right into this episode. I like the way it started. I like the dark tone of it. This wasn't like Spider-Man web swinging, like whistling or going yeehaw. Like it's almost like it's like Mark and Oliver are fighting crime reluctantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, and I like the fact that they're treating Oliver like an actual child because he's like playing the game, playing the game, sitting on the bed, saying like, I want to go to sleep. I don't feel like fighting anymore." Because I think Mark said Furnace was doing something. I don't remember what he was doing, but it wasn't really even about Furnace. It was about them just being like tired and just tuckered out from constantly fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody's tired. We seen Cecil come from like this bath like thing. We seen one lady at the GDA sleeping at her desk, a whole bunch
Yeah,
of
that was funny.
coffees. It just everybody exhausted because of what happened in season 3 at the end of season 3. And, everybody working overtime. People stressed out, exhausted.
Definitely. Now, Jay, did you see season 3, the finale?
Yeah, I seen it.
Okay, what did you think of that fight with Conquest? That whole sequence?
It was definitely one of his most brutal fights that he's had for sure. I think like the other brutal one was probably him and like Battle Beast. Probably like
Oh yeah.
probably the most brutal that they've shown. Uh, and that fight in particular, it pretty much took him to his limit. Only other time he was probably taking there was Battle Beast and his own father. So it
Yeah, that was
was
the
nice seeing that.
yeah that fight in the Machine Head's penthouse. That really showed that Mark isn't really invincible because he was hospitalized. Like
Yeah,
Battle Beast clubbed him in his chest and he just spit up like all this blood. They did it like in slow motion. It was like really
yeah,
cinematic. He's all in the air, like. And then Battle Beast just said, "All right, I'm out. Y'all suck." But but this one it was just like overflow. It's like one fight after another. Almost quoted the movie, one battle after another. But you could just really feel the exhaustion between Mark and Oliver.
yeah,
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 I agree.
yeah. It was pretty much like a montage of like villains.
Right now, some of them I didn't even recognize. Like the one dude that was in the forest that was like a lightning dude or whatever. I don't remember what his name was, but wasn't he in the penthouse fight?
Yes, he was.
Okay, so he's one of Machine Head's goons or whatever. So like they just had ordinary cops chasing him, or like the SWAT people or whatever. And he's just like hiding behind a tree, and Mark just like punched through the tree and just like knocked him out, like boom. So that was kind of funny. But
Another thing is, sorry, go ahead.
no, you go, you go.
Another thing that I think is great with that beginning scene, the music was nice and everything. It's a nice way to start off the first episode of the new season and putting us in the atmosphere of what's happening. We also see Oliver as well, go on these solo missions too. He didn't need Mark to hold his hand. He goes out, takes on his particular villain. Mark's doing whatever he needs to do, and then they meet up back at home. So we start seeing a little bit of Oliver start to progress, which is nice.
Now, who did Oliver fight?
Just some random villain of the day.
All right, because I don't even remember who he was going up against.
I think it was a random villain. We never seen him before. At least I don't remember seeing him before. It was just some like on the bridge where he handed the citizen the coffee. I think I was just a random villain.
Yeah,
Right. Because I think he wasn't he with Debbie at first, and she just gave him the coffee or something, and then he just beat the boy up holding the coffee cup still.
Yeah, he was making coffee in the morning for his mom. Um, and then he hugged her. Then he left out the house. He bought some coffee with him. Went outside the house and punched the villain. Gave the citizen the coffee to hold for him on the bridge, and then he beat up the villain
Hold my
after that.
coffee.
Right? Yeah.
It was a whole bunch of rando superheroes in this too. Like I commented while we was watching it. Like the one boy was like behind like a podium addressing all these other like B-list, probably D-list heroes that I didn't recognize. Like the one chick had like a bug eye on her whole forehead or whatever. Like I didn't know who they were. Like I didn't even know
yeah.
what they
I
represented.
think
Like,
I think during season 3, all of the Guardians was like they was pretty much trying to get more heroes and like recruit. I remember that season 3.
oh, okay.
I don't
It
know
was
if they
yeah.
got
It
more.
was that. And also when the Invincible War was happening, you'll recognize some of those characters from then because they was holding a funeral at the beginning of the scene. I guess for one of the heroes that died during that incident. Because a whole bunch of heroes was dying during the whole Invincible War sequence
Yeah.
in season 3. So some of them you'll recognize, especially like the person pouring the ashes. That was one of the people that was involved in that war, trying to help stop those evil Invincibles.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. And I like the way that season 3 ended though. It was just like first Angstrom Levy brings all these marks and then Conquest shows up afterwards. Like I was like, oh my God. But anyway, so then all of a sudden Mark is like in that lot or whatever. And you just hear like the dinosaur. What's his name? Dinosaurus? Like that's kind of whack.
Yes.
Dinosaurus. Like, come on, man. You could have came up with like Jurassic or something. Dinosaurs. So was he communicating like telepathically? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. Because like the other 2 humans that was with Mark didn't even hear him. Only thing they heard was Mark replying, and they just ran.
Oh, okay. So I guess they thought he was. They thought he was spazzing. Like, oh no, he about to kill us again. Because I do like the fact that everybody like is like afraid of Mark or they can't stand like the black bull was looking at him with his face all scrunched up like, oh, you really think you did something, huh? Like we ain't forget.
Yeah. This first episode did really good building up the tension of him like turning kind of evil.
Yeah, and I like how when Mark was having dinner at what's the child's name? Eve's house. Now Eve's parents are garbage anyway.
Yeah.
But the fact that her trash father was bringing it up to like, well, 2 times she almost died was because of you, and that's when you really got to be mature. Like I could just picture me just grabbing dude around his like jowls and like lifting him in the air, like, yo, man, back off, dude. You got the same shirt and pants you had on since season 1. Shut up. But the mother is a little more tolerable, but the father is just like he's just an obnoxious twat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was a prick since the first season.
Right, for like no reason. And did you see the Adam Eve special, Jay?
I don't think so.
Oh man,
That's a great piece. It's a really good episode.
I'll say this: you don't have to see it, but it would really be a benefit to watch it.
All right, I'm gonna go back and watch that then.
Also with the sorry, go ahead.
No, you go speak.
I was just gonna say like one thing that stuck out with me with the whole dad conversation. I think Mark did a phenomenal job just taking on the chin. You know what I mean? But if you sit there and try to put yourself in Mark's shoes, bro, it's just sad because he like, I can't stand you people like you and stuff like that. And also saying like one thing that stuck out with me when he said your friends, right? Mm-hmm. And you see how Mark's eyes just like widen up because he's putting him in the same group as though like evil Invincibles, which it was just a terrible thing. And I know Mark, he beating himself up left and right, you know what I mean, mentally. So him going through that, hearing this guy like bashing and then say your friends and you people, that was just terrible. That stuck out to me the most when he made that comment. And I see Mark's eyes lighting up because he don't want to be compared at all to those people. He trying to right all his wrongs. That's why the black dude looked at him crazy. Like, that's why he's going out. every single day, like going out. Like he got home, John Bat, right? He put the dinner in the microwave after the shower. He was gonna eat some grub. He got the notification. He left the dinner out there on the table.
Yes.
Put the suit back on. Back to work again. Like no breaks, no days off. And you see it taking a toll on him, man.
But I think I also appreciate the fact that ordinary citizens don't know what happened with Angstrom Levy. So it's not like they're not like us. You know, we know, oh, these are multidimensional Mark Graysons. You know, like we know that, you know what I mean? Because we're the viewing audience. But to the ordinary citizens, it just looks like Mark doing it. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate their ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm. It just sucks for that point of view.
yeah.
But you would be questioned though, like how did Invincible put on all these different suits that fast though? And how he get facial hair at one point down? You know what I mean? But I get it, you know.
I mean, because you don't know if he's your Mark or not. So it's like, wait, are you? I mean, because you know how stupid they make like ordinary people in these kind of shows. But I'll say this: like they really treated it almost like a racial thing, or like a minority thing. Like the way he's talking, like you said, like you people, like your friends. He said something else that really, like, I'm not gonna say it triggered me, but it was almost like he was treating the superheroes as if they were like a subclass. You know what I'm saying? Like a minority or something.
Yeah. It was almost like the X-Men human dynamic.
Yeah, exactly. But I know by this time, after he beats up dinosaurs or whatever, I'm sorry, I hate that name, Dinosaurus. But once again, I'm like, Mark, would you please go fight in an abandoned, like, go fight in the forest, fight in the woods, fight along the beach, like, pick this dude up by his tail and just throw him somewhere, because the guy can't fly, the dinosaur. So, like, he's getting hit. He's like, he got slammed into a building, and you just see the building crumbling. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this dude is just living collateral damage. Like, that's why he needs to know how to fight, because this way he won't be beaten up, because when he's the victim, other people die. You know what I'm saying? Like when Omni-Man was like holding him up in front of the subway, he just like splattered all those people, and then the other Viltrumite did it. So he got to learn how to fight. I'm sorry. Invincible, he must learn how to fight.
The good thing is it was an abandoned building, though. It was just in the stage of reconstruction. So it just collapsed. So nobody was in it, luckily.
Oh, we don't know that.
Yeah, it was. It was. If you look back, it was constructed. Like, it was just the framework of it. It didn't have no windows, no nothing. It was abandoned.
I mean, right. I mean, I know it was like scaffolding, but we don't know if anybody was working on the building, technically.
Oh.
I hope not.
Yeah.
That one worker that stayed for overtime.
Yeah. They're eating his tuna fish and slice of cheese sandwich. Then all of a sudden, no, I'm playing. But so after he like pummels dinosaurs or whatever, like it's almost like he has to hit this gear in his mind where he like blacks out almost, and then that's when he like usually turns the tide of the fight. So he has to come to some kind of like a happy medium to where he's like just on the cusp of exploding, so that he don't go from like 0 to 100 in the middle of the fight.
Yeah. Because like you said, it's a point to where he kind of locks in, and like when he was waiting for the dinosaurs to charge at him, and he just did that clean cross and then knocked him into the building. That's what he like you said, he activates more power, more strength into his attacks, and like he's trying to find that nice medium in between. But after that building collapse, I'll let you get into it. After that building collapse and what happened.
Oh yes. So the building comes down. There's a debris cloud. Marcus, you can just see the rage on his face. Like, he's like flying, because they show a tight shot of his face while he's like soaring towards dinosaurs. But all of a sudden, you just see this naked white man there. You know what I mean? He's like, no. And as soon as I seen the bull, I was like, all right. So obviously, the dinosaur is almost like a Bruce Banner Hulk thing. Like the dinosaurs, his alter ego is this hippie or whoever he was. But guess what? Mark didn't care. He did not care. He grabbed Bull around his throat and was yo, he's about to put the squeeze on him. He's about to choke him out. Speed.
Yeah, he was about to snap that neck. But we understand why though. Mark, hey, bro, Mark was talking to us, John Bapp. I feel like at the end of season 3, he was talking to us. That's why he looked at us at the end of season 3. He said, "Anybody threaten my family again?" He looked at the camera and said, "I will hesitate to kill them." He was talking to us. He made a promise to us. I was like,
Right.
"No."
And I do like the fact. I like the fact that they recapped that before this episode too, because that definitely comes in play twice in this episode. We'll get to the second time. But yeah, you can just see, like, I don't even think he heard what the boy was saying. Like, I think like he had buzzing in his ears, like he just had blood in his eyes and all the other stuff. He just ready to murk this boy because the dinosaur was talking crazy. Like he was saying something like everyone you what exactly did he say? He said everyone you save is 10 we lose. Is that what he said? What was the dinosaur?
He was talking about how he was appreciating how that Invincible War was happening. He said, "You did a great thing with that Invincible War, and then you decide to fix your mistakes and then end the war. And then, after that, he said, you just push the needle back into the black, blaming him for it ending. He wanted it to still be going on because people just keep having kids and pushing us towards extinction. That was his whole point.
Oh, yeah, he was talking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying he should have killed him, but that's one point,
bro.
Speed. That's one of the points where I was like, Mark, I feel you.
Yeah. Feel you. Hey, John Babb. It gets to a point, right? And that's why I feel bad for Mark. Like, I can really break down his character and the analysis of Mark because from season 1 to now, like after he's seen the boy, after he turned back to normal, the first thing Mark thought about is that dinosaur form again.
Yeah,
he can't. No, you don't want to go back to that, bro. No, because Angstrom Levy, we had all these other villains that be escaping. Nah, bro, we can't do it. I'm sorry. Nah.
Right, and he didn't really know whether or not the bull didn't know what the dinosaur was doing anyway. Like he could have been lying.
Right.
So yeah, I felt him on that one though. Like, oh, all right. Quick question. Isn't Britt supposed to be from the UK? Because he doesn't have an accent at all.
Yes.
Did y'all hear an accent?
No, not really.
Yeah,
not really. No. He transferred though after that Invincible War. He transferred over.
Okay. And also we see that Cecil wanted to make who was left? Monster Girl, Robot. What's the name? Black Samson. Yeah, Black Samson and Bulletproof. Is it 4 or is it 5?
Bulletproof, and we got the Shapesmith. Shapesmith been on the team though. I don't think he switched.
Yeah, his outfit is whack. Shapesmith. That sucks.
The whole character is whack in my opinion. But
no, I don't mind the stretchy dudes and all that other stuff. Pause. But like I don't mind shapeshifters like that. Like I think that's kind of cool. But you could almost feel like Cecil was just like reforming the Guardians of the Globe just for like cannon fodder for the Viltrumites. like I'm pretty sure he just sees them as almost damage control. Like he doesn't. I don't think he has any faith in the Guardians. They're just like search and rescue basically, or like it's like calling a fire department. And eventually he'll just call Mark and Eve like, all right, the Guardians of the Globe are stalling these guys, but they suck. So you guys like that's how I really looked at Cecil reforming the Guardians of the Globe.
Yeah, because they're a good team. They're a bit capable, but they do get overwhelmed pretty easily. So like you said, they stall out the situation until the heavy hitters can come through, which is just Mark. You know what I mean?
Right. Basically just Mark. So I mean, I believe that Rudy officially changed his name to Rex. Did he do it in this episode, or was that still from season 3?
Season 3.
Oh, okay. So he's officially like Rex. So not only does he have his DNA, not only does he look like Rex, but you can now call him Rex too. Little cringe. Nah, I would have kept the name Rudy.
Rest in peace to the GOAT, though.
All
what a legend. Went out like a legend.
He's not the GOAT. Okay, so stop that, Speed. No, I love Rex too, but like he's not, stop that. But okay, so 2 major threats. Okay, aside from all the other great threats in this episode, and that's why season 4 is really gearing up to probably be like maybe one of the best seasons yet. Even though I don't know if anything will ever eclipse that first season, to be honest. But I like the way that the action is just like right here in your face. We didn't have to really wait to see Mark fighting or punching somebody. But we see this girl named Universa. I only know that because the captions were on. I don't remember if she said her name or not. But in the trailer, she's the chick with the staff. And Jay, you said that was Dana Guerrero, right? Who played Okoye and Michonne from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, that was right.
Yeah, I think I heard it the second time she spoke. I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely Michonne.
Yeah.
So she just comes out of nowhere, like most of Invincible's threats, and she's just like siphoning off like all this energy or whatever. And basically, it just takes Mark and Eve to take her out. But the reason why I really liked her is because Mark and Eve, who are the heavy hitters that we just alluded to, are kind of preoccupied with the secondary threat when the primary threat has been there since season 2? Did the Sequels arrive in season 2 or 3?
1. They were like episode 3 of season 1. They're a throwback. They're a real throwback, bro.
But refresh my memory, like Jay, like how did they get to Earth again? Like I remember there was one sequence where they were in space, but I thought they stopped.
They went to the moon, and then it latched on to like one of the astronauts, and then it got onto one of the humans that went back with them. It was something like that, or like it got on the ship somehow.
Okay. Because at first, like when I first saw the very first season that you guys alluded to, I thought Shapesmith was an astronaut that got possessed by the Sequid, but that was just his Martian stuff working, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I was confused. I was like, wait, where's the Sequid at? But yeah, so there's like an ocean. There's literally like an ocean of Sequids in the sewers, and of course, the Sequids are a greater threat than this Universa chick, because I mean, once they spread, they're taking over the whole planet. But Universa was saying some interesting stuff. She's like, my people need this. So I was a little curious about what her story was. So hopefully, I'll get more of her later in the season. But
for Mark's sake, I'm hoping she turned into a hero, like an anti-hero or something, because it's like Mark gets like a Sinister Six.
Man, Jay, Mark got a Sinister 100.
Yeah, yeah, it's bad.
Like that's got to be tough being like the most powerful person on the planet, and you're only like a high schooler. Like you haven't even matured yet to even like deal with that mentally. Like, we talk about, like, I always talk about him, like, getting snuffed in fights physically, but mentally, like, that's where most of that battle is taking place.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, that's why I did that breakdown before. Because you remember, he always wanted to be like his dad, right? And get his powers. That's what. Oh, I was about to mention that. You got to see that Adam Eve episode. Because there's somebody at the end.
Yeah.
That's great. Right? But Mark always wanted to be like his father, right?
Mhm.
All the way up to his 18th birthday. And from that point on, his world got tilted on his head. And he literally got beat up by his father, the one he idolized.
Right. He found out who his father really was. Yeah.
Right. And then it just battle after battle after battle. His mom getting his arm broken by Angstrom. Him seeing his dad again on his other planet. And it's a lot for Mark, bro. It's between season 1 to 3. Wicked. Like you said, it's a mental battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this too. I really think that the finale of season 2 is like largely like glossed over by people because of the way they distributed season 2. But season 2 was really good though. Like I think the Angstrom Levy thing is largely overlooked because of people's opinions of season 2. But Angstrom Levy really pushed Mark probably more than any other villain has.
Yes. We still suffering the repercussions.
What you mean?
Like, okay, so when he after the end of season 2, no, you never hurt my family. Double fist slam, right?
Yeah.
He's talking to himself in the sand, going cuckoo, right? He thought he killed him.
Right.
And then he goes back home and he legit drops out of college. Because he feel like he's unstable. He got too angry. He killed a person. So he's dealing with that group ever since like at the end of season 2 all the way to season 3, and him really trying to put a cap on like his anger in a sense, right? Because he don't know between good and bad. He even talked to Cecil about it, like yo, I killed somebody. Cecil like, bro, you did what you have to do. He like, how do you know the difference? Like he's really struggling with that fact, right? And then when he sees him again in season 3, all the way up till he saw him again in season 3, he was dealing with the fact that he thought he killed that man, right?
Yeah.
He didn't. So since he didn't, he killed more people, and
Right.
he ruined his reputation. So it's like that. Imagine you think you got rid of this person, they come back and then they just ruin your life 20 times more, and then kill thousands of people, literally probably millions of people across the planet.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this: if I'm somebody that has that kind of power, and you have the like power to like open dimensions, I'm killing you, and I'm going to go to bed and have a great night's sleep. I'm not going to lose sleep over murking you. No, I'm not. I'm not one of these Batman, Spider-Man people. Like, okay, let's just take him to jail, which they escape from every other episode or every other issue. Kill more people, then you play the same game in that cycle in the cat and mouse. You go to jail and escape. Nah, I'm going Wolverine style. I'm going Punisher style. You're dying.
So you agree with how we operate now, then? I guess in this first episode,
right? But see, the reason why Mark doesn't have that same stance is because he does not want to become his father. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, don't become your father, but your father is a standard Viltrumite. Like, that's the basic credo of every Viltrumite. Like, if you look at all the Viltrumites we've seen in this, other than Peter Cullen, all the Viltrumites are the same. They're conquerors, and yes, if you're inferior, and you get in their way, you're nothing to them. That's all Viltrumites.
Yeah.
So I mean, Mark has to learn how to tap into that inner Viltrumite, but he has to remember he is human, and he's largely who he is because of his mom, who Debbie, who I think is probably the strongest character in the series so far. As you and I have said before, Speedster, even though she had no superpowers, she got to juggle Omni-Man. She had to juggle Mark. She got to juggle Oliver. And speaking of juggling, she has a bull or whatever.
Oh yeah,
what was his name? Paul.
I don't like that, man. Hey, bro, that's nasty.
Hey, yo, I'm like this. Y'all need a room. Like, go to a hotel. Don't come to my house. Come on, man. Nah. I'm sorry. If you're not my dad, don't be banging my mom when I'm sleeping her. That's just how I feel about it. I'm sorry. And he was like that too.
To the moon. Like
by the way, because Paul was like that too. He's like he's smart. He's a dude. Yeah, I mean, like, your sons are powerful. You think I should be? She's like, it's nothing. So Oliver kind of was like, well, you guys ain't as loud as Mark and Eve, so I guess they were both cool with it. I know I wouldn't have been. But yeah, so I guess back to Universal. I guess all her powers do come from that staff, because Eve just laid her out with a straight, like, Felix Trinidad right cross. Like, because her powers weren't even working. Like, she was trying to make like that sickle, then she tried to make those swords and like melted like candle wax. Like, that was crazy. I don't know what's going on with Eve.
And she was held at staff point, bro. She was like, we can talk this out, we can negotiate. Like, she was on that gunpoint or something, bro.
Right. But then like Mark kind of took the brunt of the blast or whatever. But when he held was he holding the staff, or did he just get shot by her? Okay, when he was holding it, like that like knocked him clean out.
Yeah, like backfired on him.
Yeah, because she's like, only the chosen. I think she said only the chosen or something, maybe, can hold the staff of leadership or something. So I'm curious as to what her race is and what her backstory is. But the major threat obviously were the Secwoods. So they're like exploding out of the sewers. That first dummy, he kind of deserved it. Come on, man. You see a manhole rattling, you're going to stop and look at it. Like, come on, man. You're supposed to be black too. Nah, you're making us look bad out here. So he literally sees the pink thing looking like Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, inching his way up out of the manhole color. Like, hey, you guys see this? I was like, come on, man. Jay,
Right.
we don't behave like that. We don't behave.
What
Like
are we
yeah,
doing?
yeah.
Anybody know what this is, guys?
I ain't asking no questions.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
running away. That's gross.
Because like I can see me going like, wait, why is that manhole cover moving? Then I see something pink. I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Crawling out too with like a brain on top of it. Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
I'm surprised he didn't pull out his phone or whatever. Like, oh, I gotta show the guys to firm this. But we see like the Secwoods basically invading. What are they in New York or Chicago or does it say what city they're in?
I think it was Chicago. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So basically, the Secwoods are about to explode and just take over the whole world. But then Guardians are called in, and I don't even think the Guardians put that containment dome up. It was just like the SWAT team, right?
The GDA, yeah, they
the
built
GDA.
the containment zone, and
Right.
they were just on the way. They was on the Guardian was just on the way there, but the GDA had to contain it.
Okay, so basically, GDA aren't really just like standard like stormtroopers. You know what I mean? They're to just get shot, but they're actually capable and stuff. So,
Yeah, they come up with like a lot of gadgets and stuff, and they do a bit of damage control too. Like with the whole conquest thing that was going on, they was, trying to clean up some things that was happening from the backlash. When they would knock a building over or two.
And speaking of conquest, so while Universe is doing her thing, the Secwoods are doing their thing. Conquest wakes up and his face is regenerated. Now, I don't know if I misunderstood, but I thought Cecil said to Conquest's corpse, if you so much as blink, like a nuclear explosion was going to happen. Isn't that what he said or something?
Yeah, if he twitches, it'll blow up.
So what happened to that? Was it a bluff?
The thing is, he's a Viltrumite. And it's the fact that we like humans still think they got all this stuff to stop a Viltrumite. Like, brother, should have let Mark handle the issue from before. But no, you would have hold him hostage. This man dang near he did probably kill over 1,000 people, especially on the beach.
Oh my God.
No one took him Adam Eve. He would have hold him hostage. No, Mark said burn the body.
Right.
He want to do it.
Yeah, I don't know what Cecil was thinking on that one, but he's always trying to what's that word called? Not repossess, but it's like you take possession of something and you like use it for your own purpose. Repurpose. There we go. He always wants to repurpose something. Like he did that with D.A. Sinclair's his little RoboCop creatures. And I guess he wanted to do that with Conquest 2. Maybe he wanted to turn him into one of those RoboCop things too. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like Nick Fury almost, but like worse.
Oh yeah, Cecil, please. He's worse than Amanda Waller and Nick Fury combined.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So basically, Donald and Cecil watch Conquest fly out of that facility and just leave Earth, one arm and all. So I'm like, is he going to report back to Thrag, who we know is eventually coming? Like, so Thrag and Conquest? Come on, Earth can't last.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Earth is doomed.
Terrible. Like, come on, Cecil, bro.
Yo,
what are we doing?
When Paul pulled that thing on what's her name, Debbie, when he's like, let's move in together. I was like, yo, y'all need to get in everything you can get in now because y'all ain't got that much time left. At the end of this season, your world is going to be toast because Thrag is coming, Skull and all.
I'm scared.
I would be scared too. And on the Invincible title card, because I think Mark was saying, you know how they do the thing like, well, this is a job for
Yeah.
It looked like it was behind the title card. It was like space or whatever. So I guess like when the title card finally like breaks away in the last episode, we'll just see like the Viltrumites coming through space or something. I don't know.
That would be dope.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch this finale, which is a shame because I don't really want to bypass these episodes leading up to it. But this finale looks like it's about to be on. It's about to be on.
Each finale has been good though, John. We gonna do a quick little recap.
Yeah.
The end season 1 finale.
Yes.
Was
the fight with Omni-Man.
Spectacular.
Yes.
spectacular. The whole episode had you at the edge of your seat, right? From them having their conversation, from Mark not backing down, for Omni
Call,
Man being like for show,
right. Calling Debbie a pet. Called her a pet
right,
for her to hear. Oh my God.
beating his son through the whole world. The Guardians trying to make sure people are saved from all the destruction. That was just phenomenal. Then we got season 2.
Yes.
Angstrom Levy breaking Debbie's arm, making Mark go do all these worlds, and then Mark trying to kill him, losing his mind. Now we got season 3, Conquest.
Yes.
All finales have been spectacular.
And I'm trying to think. I'm gonna still go with the Omni Man Mark fight because it was more personal. You know what I mean? Like Conquest basically just blew in on the wind and just trashed Mark and everybody else on Earth. But that was still a great fight visually, though. That Conquest fight.
Yes, yeah, it was. They're really they're a bit similar, like between Conquest and Mark and Omni Man and Mark. They're a little similar,
Yeah.
in certain aspects, but it, like you said, the Mark and Omni Man one, that was a phenomenal fight. Like the personal aspect, like you said,
Right.
you
Right.
know,
The
the build
emotional
up of the
stakes.
first,
Yeah.
yeah, and just you seeing this like the mystery and the detective like storytelling of season 1 of you trying to figure out like what's going on, and then it
Mhm.
ends up like that. Season 1's incredible. Like you said, like
Yes.
I don't know if season 4 is gonna top season 1 like this.
Yeah.
Season
And it
1
was
was great.
and it was new. You know what I mean? Like we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what was going on, what the direction of the show was. I mean, because I didn't see, like we alluded to it earlier, though. I did not foresee that Battle Beast fight coming. Because I'm like, wait, so Titan, I think that's the Rock Man. Titan and Mark are just like gonna like stop Machine Head, but then he like the other dude just teleported in all them dudes. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought this was gonna be like a crime thriller. Like they're gonna arrest him at gunpoint or something, but no, they had this battle royal, like smash Monster Girl's face and all this other Battle Beast was a problem.
Yeah,
But yeah, Invincible, man, they really know how to animate and make these fights just feel real, even though it's ink and paint. You know what I mean? It's just standard animation. I don't know if there's much computer animation involved. There's probably some, but this is mostly just basic hand drawn animation.
yeah. And I think it's the weight, like especially like in moments, like when they cut the music off and then all you hear is just straight punches.
Yeah,
That's like that's when you really feel it, just a bah, 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 just bones cracking and teeth falling out. Those moments be ridiculous. I feel the punches. Like stop, please, spare me.
and they also show like how Mark is taking it in as he's like bludgeoning somebody. Like usually you see a close up of his face, you see like a slight facial expression, and then you feel how Mark feels when he's like punching somebody's brains out. You know what I mean? Or bludgeoning somebody like he did Conquest with the headbutts and all the other stuff. But yeah, the animation of this show is just spectacular. But even like the movement of the Sequids in the third act of this episode, like you saw that one the initial astronaut that I guess brought the Sequids to Earth or whatever. Like I just like the way it looks. Like I said, it just look like an ocean. You know what I'm saying, of pink. I mean, it's kind of nasty, but I like that whole sequence or whatever. So then, probably thousands of people were affected by this thing. So Cecil and Britt, I think, came up with the plan to use that the thing that, what do they call it, that makes the Sequids like fall off or whatever. A relocator? Did they call it a
The
relocator?
disruptor, the
Disruptor.
disruptor that would like basically paralyze them, and then the teleporting like darts
Right.
to
So
transport them.
yeah, so I like the way they did that. I like the way that Rex really shouldn't have gone in the sewers by himself. Then he got clubbed in the back of his because he's just a kid. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that he shot himself. He's like, all right, I'm out of this fight. Peace. That was funny. He just showed up where all the other refugees were. They're probably like, wait, you just saved me. Is the fight over? He's like,
Yeah.
nah, I had to get out of there. But so I think they saved all the humans, but they had to nullify the source. So Mark is holding the dude up, bulletproof. And again, I love the way they animated it. Like you can see bulletproof flying at top speed. You see a close up of his face. You see Mark wrestling with the idea of either waiting for bulletproof before those seconds can like break through the shield. Then Mark just goes, freak it. Just just punches through the guy's head and just ends it. I was like, oh my God. Kudos, Mark. You made the right choice.
Yeah, like you said, bro, bulletproof. It was the tension of the music, the zoom ins.
Yes.
You hearing the shield's at 1%. He's repeating it. It's at 1%.
Right.
You can't let them escape. And then Mark be like, "I'm sorry." Because I think a lot of people thought it was gonna be another like, "Oh, you don't gotta do it. He's here in time." Nah, bro, it's different.
Yeah.
He ain't making it time. He actually got to go through with it. I was shocked like that too. That's why I jotted about you like, oh,
that was great though. Like that was almost like an Omni-Man move. You know what I mean? Like instead of waiting for the disruptor, he just said, "Okay, let's just end this." He's like,
brain splattered. Oh, the puddle of blood.
yeah, that looked funny too. Instead of looking gross, it was actually funny. His body's there with no head. It was just funny. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm a sadist or what. But... All right, so let's start to wrap this thing up. I don't want it to go too long. So, Jay, what's your grade and what's your final thoughts on this episode, making the world a better place?
It was an A+ for me. It was a great start to this season. It really got me into it. It was a good recap too. Without I feel like the recap didn't drag.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good summary. Yeah, that was pretty much it.
All right, so we got an A+ from Jay the God. Speed. What's your grade and final analysis?
I gave it a B+. I thought it was I agree with you, Jay. It was a really strong introduction. It really didn't do too much for me to be like, yeah, it is absolutely like an A, like for me. But it's a really strong introduction. I agree. I gave it a B+. Still really good.
All right, so we got a B+ from Speed. I'm gonna give this John an A. This was an A episode. This reminded me of the first season because I think every episode in the first season I gave like an A to an A+. Like that first season of Invincible was just untouched in my opinion. It felt just like the first season. It was no wasted motion. Everything made sense. The way it's animated, you can just, like you said, Speed, like you just feel the tension. You know what I mean? Like you can see like Mark deciding, do I kill this dude or do I wait for Bulletproof? And then you just see Bulletproof. I don't know if Bulletproof knew that Mark was going to make that decision or not, but the way he was flying and the tension on Bulletproof's face, I think he thought he was going to do that too. Because I mean, like we don't really know that much about Bulletproof. Like I don't want to say he's a DEI character. We know me, but the way that you just see the intensity, like maybe he thought that Mark may have made that decision. I don't know, but either way, which is a great scene. This is definitely an A for me. I hope that the rest of the season can be at this level and go higher. Like I don't want it to be a good episode then dip. Like please don't do that. I just hope this thing can elevate, escalate, accelerate, whatever, any other 8 word you can think of. But anyway, this has been a great talk with my guys. Us, the tri-state boys representing Jersey, Philly, and New York. Yes, not Pennsylvania, but representing Philly. Anyway, but yes, do your part. I'll do my part. So the Great Expanse by John Bat 426 can and will expand. It's in the name. Peace.